In this lesson, we will talk about how to hold the cello. We'll talk about your posture. Let's start with saying that your cello has to be on your left side. Well, it's not very rare where beginners try to hold cello like this. Well, it has to be close to your left hand. To make notes, you have to make cello close to it. Now, very important thing, you have to adjust the cello so it's not sitting on your belly like this. On the other hand, you don't want to keep the cello in this position. So those are extremes you need to avoid. Your posture will be changing day after day, year after year. Your posture will reflect the way you play cello, your skills, and if you are still growing, it will reflect the ratio between how tall you are with the size of the cello. Well, cello comes in different sizes. So as an adult, I'm using the full-size cello, also called 4/4. Younger kids are usually starting with the quarter-size cello, although there are eighth-size cello and even 1/10 tiny cellos available. And then, little by little, you move on and you change it to half-size cello, three-quarter size cello, until you are ready to play with the full-size cello. Pay attention to your knees position. Your right knee should be touching cello at the right side, below the C bout. This part of the cello has a name C bout. Some people think that C bouts are to put your knees, which is incorrect. Your left knee should be behind the cello. It's incorrect to hold cello this way. Move your left knee behind the cello. This way, cello is slightly tilted to the right. That will be very helpful to reach the A string. Another mistake to avoid is that you shouldn't keep the cello far from your neck. It's a very common mistake because all beginners like to look at the fingerboard to be able to see where to put left-hand fingers. Well, although it seems to be very helpful at the beginning, that it might create bad habit, which is very hard to get rid of. So my advice is try to keep the cello this way. Pegs have to be behind your neck. If you have pegs touching your neck, then you might develop a posture like that, and very soon you will feel very uncomfortable and you might even get sore neck. One more time, those parts of the cello, pegs, they have to be behind your neck. This is why it's very important to bring cello to this position. We shouldn't forget to talk about the endpin, this part which violin or viola doesn't have. The endpin allows you to adjust your posture. This part of the endpin will be touching the floor and you can adjust it. In order to adjust the endpin, you have to loosen up this screw. It might look a little bit different on your cello, but it all works the same way. You loosen it up, you make the end pin longer or shorter, then you tighten the screw and try it. If the end pin is proper length, that means you adjusted it right. That means that your knees are in a position I described before. Your cello is touching your chest somewhere here. Neck of the cello is close to your neck, and pegs and peg box and scroll are all behind your neck. And you're ready to play.